You ever been scrolling, maybe late at night, and you see it, that little banner, last day to watch this title.
Oh, yeah, that sinking feeling.
Right. And you feel that, tiny sense of loss. But for the companies behind the stream, that banner isn't just a heads up for you.
No, not at all. It's basically the sound of a financial clock ticking down loudly.
Okay, so that's what we're digging into today, this massive bet the streaming industry is making.
Exactly. We're calling it the billion-dollar bet. It's all about this crucial choice. Do you rent popular shows that's licensed content, or do you spend a fortune building your own hits, your original content?
And that choice basically decides their whole financial future and, whether our favorite shows stay put.
Pretty much. It affects the stability of your subscription. Absolutely.
All right, let's break down the renting part first. Licensed content. That's kind of how it all started, right? Like Netflix grabbing Friends way back when.
Yeah, licensing is the quick fix. It's definitely the fastest, lowest risk way to build a big library fast. You get proven hits.
Seems smart. So what's the downside?
The downside is what you hinted at earlier, that ticking clock. It's like a time bomb, really.
A time bomb? How so?
Well, the owner of that show could be Warner Brothers, could be Disney, whoever. They can just pull it back whenever they want, maybe to start their own streaming service.
Like Disney did with all the Marvel stuff for Disney+.
Precisely. So you, the platform, have zero long-term control. And the costs, they just keep going up every time you have to renegotiate. It's a really volatile expense.
Okay, that sounds like a planning nightmare.
Okay.
So if licensing is so shaky, what about the other side? Pouring money into owning it, original content.
Right, the owning strategy. Think Squid Game for Netflix or The Mandalorian for Disney+.
What shows they made themselves?
Exactly. Fully funded, fully owned intellectual property or IP. It's an asset that never leaves their platform.
And that tackles the churn problem, I guess. People canceling after they binge one thing.
That's the main upside. Perpetual ownership.
Right.
It becomes part of the platform's identity. It gives people a reason to stay because they know that their show, will always be there. Cuts down churn. Builds brand loyalty.
But the cost. I mean, we hear about shows costing hundreds of millions. And for every Stranger Things, there must be, 10 flops?
Oh, the risk is enormous. Huge upfront investment. No guarantee of success at all. It is a gamble.
So how do they even justify that gamble financially?
It really boils down to math, a metric they watch closely. Cost per hour, CpH.
Cost per hour.
Yeah. So licensed content, that CpH starts low, seems cheap. But over, say, 10 years, you're paying again and again for something you never own. It gets really expensive long term.
Right. Renting forever adds up.
But original content, the CpH starts incredibly high, astronomical sometimes. $10 million an hour to produce isn't unheard of.
Wow.
But here's the key. As your global subscriber base grows, and that show stays on your platform forever, attracting new people, that initial cost gets spread thinner and thinner. The CpH drops dramatically over time.
So a huge hit eventually becomes almost like free marketing that keeps paying off.
Exactly. It becomes a permanent asset, constantly providing value way beyond its initial production cost.
And we see this play out really clearly in places like India, right? That strategy shifts depending on the market.
Oh, absolutely. India is a perfect example. You can't just rely on, say, big Hollywood licensed movies there.
Why not?
Because that stuff mainly appeals to a smaller, urban, often English-speaking audience. If you want serious growth hitting those tier 2, tier 3 cities, you need something else.
Something local.
Precisely. You need regional original content. Platforms like ZEE5 or Sony Live, they have to invest heavily in shows in Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, you name it.
Because that's what people actually watch there day to day.
Right. And a hit original show in a local language, that's an exclusive magnet. It's something people literally cannot get anywhere else. That's what drives subscriptions in those high-growth markets. It locks in value.
So wrapping this up then, it's not really just about renting versus owning. It's more complicated.
Yeah, the future, at least for the big players, seems to be a hybrid model. You kind of need both.
How so?
You need the licensed content for sheer volume, to fill out the library and make the monthly fee feel justified. Gives people lots to browse.
Okay, the foundation.
Right. But you absolutely need the original content, those big exclusive hits, to be the magnet, the thing that pulls people in and, crucially, stops them from canceling.
Makes sense. Own the core magnets, rent the filler.
That's the balancing act. And it's why we're seeing so much consolidation, companies buying each other. The message is clear. You've got to own your own future, or you'll just end up paying rent to someone else for theirs forever.
So next time you see one of those massive billboards for a brand new streaming show,
Mm-hmm.
Remember what you're really looking at.
Mm-hmm. It's not just a TV show. It's a calculated, very expensive financial bet. A multi-million-dollar play designed to be the one unique permanent reason you stick with that platform and not another one. This whole content war, fundamentally, it's a war over ownership.